your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm so excited. We're on a journey, a walkabout for the new home. Me and Hamilton, we gotta go this way, dude. And we were walking and talking like I encourage most people to do. Wake up in the morning, get your mind right, you know, get that energy flowing that is life, and making sure that we're living our blessed life. Every morning, getting up and saying, you know what, this life is a blessing, not a stressing. It's up to me to get the right perspective and to find that perspective, right? That's what we're going to talk about this morning here at Saints Addiction, is getting that right perspective, because there's two ways to look at everything, maybe even 10. But this morning, we're going to take a look at a few. And on that note, let's catch a motorcycle and cue the intro. So fucking dope. So I left the other phone in the house, right? And I said, oh shit, I was supposed to do the morning marijuana motivation, totally forgot the phone. And I'm like, wait, that was a negative perspective. I have a whole nother fucking awesome phone in my pocket where I can just record this awesome view while Hamilton looks like he's walking on a fucking movie set. The fucking sky's so blue, the clouds. And I tend to look at something a different way, right? Like now we're walking to a place I've never been, but I'm not lost. I'm finding a new way. And that's what it's going to take for people to get their perspective right, is when they're looking at things, they might see things through their anger, the lens of their anger, right? They might see things through the lens of their emotions. Most of us have. We were talking about this whole wellness wheel of emotions and what emotions we decide to keep rotating towards, right? We're almost like wearing out these other emotions instead of getting the other ones a shot. And this is how repetitive humans are, right? We are so creatures of comfort that we bind to people that do the same drugs as us, right? We bind to people that think the same way as us, right? And we also bind to people that feel the same way as us. So it becomes more of a misery loves company instead of a why can I find a better perspective. This is going to be really hard to do when your emotions are thumping in your forehead and you're feeling some type of way. You know, there's always going to be that feel some type of way type atmosphere, but there's also think some type of way, right? I thought that why not just have my other phone out? So fucking cool. Hey, beleza. Why not, you know? Why not smile at my situation, you know? And realize that the next thing that's happening to me is my lesson, you know? And that's where it came from this morning. The information was like, my attitude and my perspective to this lesson. Well, I want to show that to you. These feet in the sand for sure. Dude, toes in the sand. I want to show off these pretty ass flowers real quick too. That's fucking amazing. It's just amazing. So here comes the lesson. Are you stressing? And that's what a lot of people do. They'll be like, oh shit, man, I gotta learn today. Instead of, oh shit, man, I get to learn today. You know, I got these situations in front of me that are like a puzzle, right? But I also know that this is kind of the fun part, was like figuring out the Rubik's Cube. It's not fun anymore once you figured it out. And that's the thing that I think will get all bent out of shape. First and foremost, our perspective gets skewed, is we forget that life is a challenge from jump. Nothing's promised to any of us, so we're going to have to jump in and make it happen regardless of what the situation is. It's going to be determined by our perspective and, of course, our attitude towards it. And it was really interesting for me was that I was like, every time I get a challenge, I kind of get excited because it means like I'm going to get to learn a new skill set. You know what I mean? And I love fixing puzzles. We're just talking about Rubik's Cubes. I love something where it's not mundane and boring. So we'll wear out the mundane and boring, and then we'll get afraid to try something new. So just like we did the other day, there's some weird food. Would you say eat exotic food or something? Just try it, bro. Some shit like that. You know, be adventurous. That was the word of the day, you know. Be adventurous. Give yourself a shot, man. You know, you've always eaten the same shit like me. All of us, we know what we like. But how often do we get to do stuff that we don't like, right?
Oh shit. Oh god.
Yeah, hear that? You know, there's so many things out there that we might not necessarily like, but we don't know yet. You know what I mean? We wore out all the other emotions and we never gave a shot to the ones that are new, you know? And I was thinking that about people that were, especially the angry ones, you're either happy or angry, right? Happy over angry. At Saints Anarchy, we got shirts if you want one. Just order below. But it was more simple than that. It was like, man, why go through life when you're mad dogging everyone? You know what I mean? Like if you gotta walk past people and you can't smile or nod or bring the light to someone else, why are you living in that order? Like why live in a way where it changes you? And I was watching something too. It was like a Mike Tyson special. He was just interviewed and said, don't be like that. Don't be cutting people off, blocking people and all this stuff because it changes you. The devil wins. Because if real detachment, if you're really not included in on it, it's not going to bug you. It's not going to move your needle any, you know? Like we're trying to move the needle this morning towards something that we want, you know? And that's where the energy goes. You're wondering why which pile's growing. It's like, well, where have you been shoveling it? You know, like straight up, where are you putting all your energy towards? And then you'll know. And if it's being jealous of someone else, like we were posting the other day, it's like jealousy's just lazy, man. Let's keep it 1,000%. You know, jealousy's a lazy man's version of looking at someone else's what they have, and hate is not willing to work for it, right? You're gonna have to want to actually move your needle and actually taste new foods and see different perspectives before you can reach this level and get those endorphins and all the serotonin from the aha moment, the eureka, I fucking figured it out. You're gonna have to plan on getting past some oh shit moments first, right? And we were talking about it yesterday, the uncomfortableness when Mr. Kellogg was teaching everybody, this is like the 1920s, 1910s, about fitness and diet. And they were like, yo, man, I don't want to work out. Next day, my muscles feel like fucking shit. You know, this is horrible. But then I kept doing it, right? We do these things because they're hard. And then you find out how hard you can be, right? You know, like I'm not stupid no more because this math was hard. But then I kept putting the energy in my math. And now guess who's good at math? It's your boy, right? Practicing, trying harder than the problem. So whatever the challenge is and how hard you think the challenge is and stuff, that's how hard you will be as soon as you meet the challenge. We all have one, right? Every one of us has a challenge in front of us. I challenge you to challenge your challenge yourself, and challenge your perspective of what's about to happen, and see if you can't flip that bitch. I mean, for real, it's like just totally flip a fucking negative to a positive. See it from a whole nother side of the chessboard. Give yourself an opportunity to be a better man, woman, or child, or human. You know, that's what we're talking about. So it's all about living your blessed lives on this show. That's what Saints Addiction's all about, right? We're all about existing better. You almost hit me to hop the horn. Live on my show. You actually stopped too. Got it on camera. But almost. Oh, life is tough, man. And then we got a chance to maybe sit still instead of put our hands on our hips. Maybe gives us a chance to actually think about our lives instead of bitching at them. I don't know about the dude didn't wait long enough to just be next to us. That was kind of rude. He just pulled up, but that's Brazilian people. So my perspective is not to complain on it. It's to do an expose on it. So I love my life! And I'm the one smiling, they're the ones frowning. So this is how that works. And anybody else that wants to smile in the morning, it's your boy Marky Saint. All my heart from the start. Saints Addiction, flipping negatives to positives. You gotta choose better habits and choose your blessed life. It's your morning marijuana motivation. You got anything out of this? Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you do. Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish.